Hello, and welcome back to Kaiserreich. The Entente is falling. Right now, it's just a bunch of tiny countries. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. I would love to get Special Project Radar. Because I'm just going to buff up something. Nuclear research. Air stuff. I think we probably want small. Alright. Our situation is, you know, in flux. But I think we're gonna try another attack. Here. Grab this little tile. Yeah, we have enough. We do not have enough army XP. Okay, we have Brigades of the Holy Cross. Brigades of the Holy Cross! Our cold and poor lands have no resources to speak of except for faith. To tap into this great spiritual strength of Russian people, General Dietrich has formed the Brigades of the Holy Cross, also dubbed the Holy Brigades. They run off the volunteers of the Civil War with oaths and uniforms instead of a volunteer army, should be like a Crusader army. Wow. Brigades are organized as regular military units under stricter discipline than usual. Refer to each other as brothers, for oath to General Dietrich to fight to the last for Christian Tsardom. Make no mistake, rather than just a symbolic force, Dietrich has started shifting the best equipment and officers to those brigades, fully intending them to make the basis of his forces. The sun will rise over Russia. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Oh nice, we've had this gun for a while. These things really do feel like they're more trouble than worth. Alright, I'm gonna disband these guys to get the manpower. Because I really, really, really need it. It's gonna drain fast. Yeah, it just drained immediately. Hopefully that, you know, keeps us on life support for a little longer. How are things going other ways? Well, this happened. That's nice. Looks like the Cindies are pushing forward pretty aggressively. Hey, don't you want to go defend that? Okay. Huh. Yeah, that's it for the Germans. Well, that's what's left of the Entente, folks. And the Russians are, like, still not doing super good. Am I gonna have to fully abandon this, like, entire salient? It's distinctly possible. they're not in a faction. Oh, whatever then. Have fun. Have to keep pulling back. Great Pacific War. Balance of power will be settled, one way or the other. Stop counterattacking. Morons, we don't have any manpower. Yeah, that weekly manpower is the majority of what we're working with. Okay, what I can do is once I get enough political power, it's nice to have a recovery rate. I'll have a little more to work with. Yeah, we're getting kind of like fully compressed at all corners. Move down to defend Samara. Okay, we have pushed back in the north somehow. I don't know when that happened. So this stupid salient that we worked so hard to build is, well, falling apart. Stop counterattacking. Gonna have to do that as well. Okay. That's not relevant. Doesn't, that's useless. Mountain infantry, there we go. War in Africa continues. Dude, we're gonna lose Samara. It's so frustrating. Whoa! Okay. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if the Juggernaut can be stopped. Stop counterattacking! Hold the line. That's so funny. I mean, whatever. It's like... That's not anything. It's so funny that we have go to Samara. Wow, what a shock. Dude, I don't know. I should probably start building, like, air. It's not as big of a problem as I might otherwise think. Okay. Doctrine of the Tsar Redeemer. Since the 1920s, calls have been made to canonize Tsar Nikolai II and his murdered family as holy martyrs. It's the cardinal sin of the entire Russian people to turn on their Tsar and slay him, so have argued and demanded amends be made by all of Russia. All of this has given strength to the movement of the Tsar Redeemer, or heresy of the Imperial Redemption, as it's called by its critics, which seek to put the late Tsar in a holy sacred position, even capable of redeeming sins. A commonly cited proof of this is the writings of the 18th century monk Abel, who has been claimed to have prophesied many important events in Russian history correctly. Of Nikolai II he prophesies he will the mind of Christ, long-suffering, and pigeon purity. He will replace the royal crown with the crown of thorns. There will be a war, a great war, a world war through the air. People like birds will fly, underwater like fish they will swim, and they will begin to exterminate each other with fetid gray. On the eve of victory, the royal throne will collapse, brother will rise against brother. The godless power will scourge the Russian land. This idea of Nikolai II as an almost messiah-like figure, a sacrifice for Russia's many sins, has arisen again and seems even more attractive to the faithful, some seeking meaning to the civil war. Less fervent proponents of the movement are really calling for sainthood, the building of a new church in Yekaterinburg, where the Tsar and his family died, being a pilgrimage for the sight of all Russian faithful, support the canonization of the imperial family. Yeah. We are going to need to go service by requirement. And of course, I keep insisting on counterattacking. Stop doing that. The heck? How'd that happen? We're gonna need to do that. It is obvious our army of bandits cannot... I mean, there's so many different decisions I would have made. Did I get my gun to Kazan yet? Or has it disappeared into the Phantom Zone? Man, this thing is slow. Slow. How are we doing in terms of manpower? They have it! Oh no, they've deployed army manpower. Available manpower. Can I have, I request expeditions? No. I mean, these guys are, like, kind of doing better than I am. I mean, they have more of a like a supply base than I do. Constantly losing and taking that. I mean, I'm kind of fine with this. I mean, this seems like a kind of ill-defended position. Like the Baltic Sea is finally dying. Kind of silly that it's held for so long. Dude, just hold tight. I actually think that we can afford to hold at this point. I think we have, like, something resembling a defensible position. We're doing it in terms of war. Yeah, we're fine. do that? Okay, religious authority in the east. Huh. Religious authority in the east. The Patriarchate of Moscow is a bastion. Is a bastard of revolution. Replace the most holy synod with a patriarch, a position. This always seems more like a temporal king than a shepherd of God's flock. The east has always been home to those who deem nonconformists by Moscow and remain so. As the patriarch bows down to Boris Savinkov and his cronies, the real faithful continue their struggle against the godless. This brings only a natural choice to arrange religious authority in the east the proper way, one not dictated by Moscow. General Dietrich himself is well read in theology and is connected to both mainstream Orthodox clergy and the old believers of the region, who form significant clerical minorities in eastern Siberia. A holy synod must be carved out of the clergy of liberated Siberia to elect a metropolitan to serve as the prelate of the most holy synod. The matters of the church must be solved collegially through the synod, not through the dictatorial decrees of the patriarch. A popular choice would be Metropolitan Vissarion Zordan, who has already been removed from his position as Metropolitan of Omsk due to conflicts with the Patriarch. Vissarion is a charismatic leader fit to lead a schismatic church, especially after we rule all of Russia. Another option would be appeal to locals, namely the old believers of Eastern Siberia. An old believer Metropolitan would be a great gesture towards the region's faithful, would be harder for many common Orthodox to accept. The best case in this choice would be Bishop Anfancy Fedortov from Verkhandusky, an admired and popular local figure, so more staff or any manpower at all. Ooh, recruitable population factor. I don't... Metropolitan Antiphasi. Right. So this would be something I could get for a guy. I mean, I'll take the one that gives me manpower. Better guns. Sure. And now we can attack. This is not actually a critical tile. I would love to keep holding Samara. We can immediately take it. It's so funny. It's the railroad that matters, yeah? We've already been here. So we should be able to, like, resupply all our guys now. Yeah. Alright, look at that. Look at that manpower drain. Nice. We managed to take that tile back. What are we doing otherwise? Oh, we're getting kind of pushed. Well, like, yeah, there we go. Look at that manpower. Look at that manpower. Back in business, baby. That's like really, really good. Oh my gosh, this might be the boost we need, because now we can fight at like anything resembling 100%. Look at this. This division is at half strength. We now have a big enough manpower pool that we can actually like start filling in the gaps and like launch attacks. Yeah. Did we lose? Samara keeps being like this terrible hotspot for defending. It's so stupid. All right. Okay, we are going to call it here. I'm going to see you in the next episode, where we are going to try to win the game. That's a joke. We're going to try to make any progress at all. See ya. Bye-bye.